Welcome to another episode of the Data's in Control podcast. My name is Brian Chauvet, and I'm the founder of Data's in Control. Before we start, I just wanted to ask you guys a huge favor. If you haven't already done this, please head on over to iTunes, subscribe, and rate and review our podcast. When you rate and review the podcast, it goes a long way to help us deliver our message to other men just like yourself. Other people that would benefit from hearing this message. So please take a second out of your day and head on over and do that for us. Now, into the content for the day. Well, guys, I wanted to start out with a story today. So it's about 7:45 in the morning. I just left the gym, and something happened at the gym that made me think. It made me think about all of the coaching that I've done, all of the sports teams that I've coached, heck, even the way that I talk to my kids. So I'm sitting there between sets and taking a quick breather, having a sip of water, and I'm hearing the personal trainer next to me talking to his client while his client is pushing the bar up. He was doing a bench press. And the client is struggling, pushing as hard as he can. And the personal trainer is yelling, "Suck it up!" Suck it up? What the fuck? What's he going to suck up? He's looking for motivation. He's looking for inspiration. He's looking for words to help him push. Suck it up? What an inappropriate time to use those words. I was beside myself. I was actually kind of laughing. And then it made me think. When do I use this word? But it makes me wonder, what does it even mean? What does it mean to suck it up? I mean, we've all heard this terminology if you've played competitive sports as a kid, or heck, anywhere. You've definitely heard someone say suck it up. So it made me do a little bit of research. It made me look into where did the terminology suck it up come from? Well, it turns out back in the early days of flying, back in the World War days, the term suck it up actually was termed by pilots. So what would happen is pilots that were flying high elevation had to wear oxygen masks. And when they got motion sickness, they vomited into their masks. Well, they couldn't take their masks off because they had to breathe and they had to maintain a specific amount of pressure or whatever. So they actually had to suck it up. That's where the term suck it up came from. So now as a dad, as a coach, as a person in the human race, I wonder, where do I use this word? Well, typically I hear it used in points of extreme exertion, or when, the kid maybe fell down and scraped his knee a little bit and nothing's wrong, he's just crying and having a fit. These are times where I see these words used. But why do we use these words then? What are we trying to accomplish? We're trying to move a person forward. Well, the problem is, suck it up is not going to move someone forward. Today on the bench press, for example, that personal trainer could have been saying, "Hey, remember your goals, push, squeeze this, do that." He could have been saying any number of helpful advice for this guy. Remember where you were yesterday, remember who you are, remember what your goals are, blah, 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 blah. But he wasn't. Suck it up. So truer words have never been said by poor coaches. Suck it up. And in parents' life, truer words have never been said by people that have no coaching, no parenting skills. Now keep in mind, guys, I claim to using this myself. So I ain't perfect. But when you're at a loss for words, when you're at the point where you just don't know what to say, think about what you would want to hear. Think about what they need to hear. Think about what they need, rather than just saying something off the cusp of your hand like, suck it up, or walk it off. That's even worse. Guys, the best thing to do in these points is coach, is explain, is parent. Use your skills. Use your experience and guide the people through. This reminds me of a YouTube video that I once seen. The YouTube video was of a football team, and they were getting ready to prepare for one of their biggest games of the year. And the captain of the team wasn't showing all that much enthusiasm. He wasn't really showing his support and his love for the team. And the kid's name was Brock, I think. And the coach asked Brock to come up to the line, and he blindfolded him, and he asked him to do a bear crawl with someone on his back, and the coach was pushing Brock, and he was using different words, specific words. Don't give up, push through, blah blah blah. And the kid was like, "Okay, coach, I'm gonna quit." And the coach wouldn't let him quit, and he wouldn't let him stop. And Brock's goal was to make it to like the halfway point of the field, but the coach kept pushing him, and finally at the last little bit, Brock collapsed. And when Brock collapsed from pure exhaustion, he took his blindfold off, and he was in the other end zone. You see, when you look at that, when you look at a coach that actually knows how to coach and motivate and push, you can get so much more out of people. You can move them in ways that they didn't think was possible, because that's what a coach does. That's what a parent does. A parent guides, a parent motivates, a parent gets results out of their children by using powerful, motivating, inspiring words to help them remember what their goal is, to help them remember who they are, where they're from, and what they're trying to achieve. So the message for today is to look at how you talk to people. Look at how you talk to your kids, especially in moments of extreme exertion, extreme passion, extreme anger, extreme frustration. How do you talk to your kids? How do you talk to your colleagues? How do you talk to yourself? Because that talk matters. The way that you show up for the people, the way that you show up for yourself, the way that you put yourself out there, that affects people. That affects you. And let's face it, as a coach, as a person, as a citizen of humanity, we need every edge that we can get. We need every positive, we need every boost, we need every little tidbit of motivation. So be that person for someone today. Don't just yell some generic bullshit term like suck it up or walk it off. Help move someone forward with your words. Help coach. Help be that person. And that's it, guys. That's the message for today. If this is a discussion that you'd like to continue, if you'd like to learn more about how to retake control of your life, how to level yourself up, how to become a better version of you, head on over to dadasincontrol.com and push the button to join our free Facebook group. It's that simple. Join the community of men who want to learn to be a better version of themselves. Ask for advice, get advice, and network with a whole bunch of like-minded individuals. And that's it, guys. It's that simple. So until next time, have yourself a great day, and we'll see you on the inside of the group.